the big dog. Very, very, very first candidate. As I said, the WNBA season is upon us right now. And there are some really good games that have been going on and some really good players that need to be talked about. I talked about Alyssa Thomas already, how she's playing pretty well. She will be featured on my show soon. Because the Phoenix Mercury are 4-0 since she got back. So you gotta talk about her. And please give her some votes. She needs to be in the All-Star game. The Mercury are that good because she is playing right now. Like, come on, put her in the All-Star game, please. I've talked about Angel Reese before, Kaylin Clark, of course, Paige Beckers. Shout out to Kylie Charles for the Dallas Wings, who's continuing to play well. Now she's getting her opportunity to play in the WNBA. Skylar Diggins had a great game last night and put up 24 points. So, it's some ballers in the WNBA. Y'all really need to be watching and stop only watching just because of Caitlin Clark. The Golden State Valkyries are supporting their team. They are on verge of making $55 million this year because they have the number one attendance in the WNBA, not the Fever, the Golden State Valkyries, and that's the brand new team. And they are surprising a lot of people. Shout out to Kate Martin and those girls, those ladies up in Golden State. But who I'm here to talk about today is Sabrina Ionescu. Now, I understand her last game, she only had 16 points. I believe she was 3 of 16 from the field, 1 of 10 from 3. So I understand that was not a good game. I understand 100%. But this is what she has been doing so far this year. She joined Kelsey Plum with her, Paige Beckers, and Kelsey Plum and Sabrina Ionescu are the only guards to rank in the top 10 league-wide in points, assists, and steals. And to start the season, she is one of only two guards, Brittany Sykes, shout out to the Washington Mystics, and Ryan Howard from the Atlanta Dream. She is one of only her and those two other guards are the only three guards in the WNBA this season to have multiple 30-point performances. Over her last two games, not the last game, but before that, the two games before that, she had back-to-back 30-point performance for the first time in her career. She had 34 points, 4 assists against the Fever that Saturday, adding 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals in the comeback win over Atlanta with another 34-point game. In that stretch, following that stretch, she is now averaging 20.8 points per game, about 4 rebounds, and 5 assists on the season. She's having a phenomenal season so far. And the New York Liberty are the number one team in the WNBA. They only have 2 losses on the season. So they are playing very well right now. And that game against Atlanta, like I said, 34.7 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals. She was 12 of 20 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3, 6 of 8 from the 3-point line. And yeah, like I said, last game was not that great. She did have 6 assists and 6 rebounds. But overall, it was not that. It wasn't a good offensive game. And a lot of people like to talk about Caitlin Clark and her 3-point shooting. Well, Sabrina, remember, she's the one that really started it. As far as a consistent 3-point shooter, someone who wasn't afraid to shoot from 30. Now I know Caitlin does it a lot at a higher volume, but Sabrina was really the 3-point specialist when she got in the league. She was the one doing that thing too. And now she bought it. She bought it to the WNBA. Defending WNBA champion. She is a baller. So we got to talk about her more. Most people talk about, we hear a lot about Angel Reese and, she's doing something smart. People started talked about the rebounds and now she's starting to play a lot better. So now she trademarked the Me Bounds and she making merch and stuff off of that. And some of the proceeds are going to get cyberbullying. Caitlin Clark, we know how good she is. Paige Beckers, only rookie with multiple 20-point games this season. So Sabrina needs to be highlighted because she is a dog just like all the others. She is a baller, and she's been playing very well for the New York Liberty, along with Breonna Stewart, of course. This Liberty team is they're just really good. They're really good. The last loss was against the Mercury, as I said, who Alyssa Thomas has been leading that team. But they got John Cole Jones, Natasha Cloud with the New York Liberty. That team is good, man. That team is really good. And who knows? They may be able to repeat this year. The Minnesota Lynx are going to have something to say about that because they believe they should have won the title because of what happened in the finals. But this is going to be a very, very interesting thing to see this season. But shout out to Sabrina, man, being the first dog.